You're listening to Tehachapi with Key Budge, Tori Costello, Greg Garrett, and Ashley Whitmore.
It's Tehachapi time. Key Budge, Claire Scotty today. Claire, welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back again.
Yeah, I know we're back in, we're kind of midway through April, and now the chill's back in the air.
Yep.
But that's not going to slow things down, is it?
Nope. We're going to power through all this fog and chill, and we're going to have a wonderful weekend.
All right. So where do we want to start this weekend?
Let's start with our vineyards.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So starting with Tehachapi Winery, Friday, they have their new happy hour from 1 to 6, 20% off all wine purchases. And if you're a member, you get an extra 10. So that's 30% off. And Maria's food truck will be there this week. And then on Saturday, Garrison Kennedy will be playing from 2 to 5, and California Hot Dog Company will be serving up hot dogs. And then on Sunday, Darius Lux will be playing from 2 to 5, and they'll have charcuterie all throughout the weekend and Mosner sandwiches on Sunday. Over at Triassic Vineyards, Saturday will be Cary Park playing from 3:30 to 5:30, and Poke Express will be there. And on Sunday, Siren Valley will be playing from 3:30 to 5:30. And again, they will have their charcuterie from Friday through Sunday and sandwiches available from Mosner on, I think, Friday through Sunday.
Great.
Yeah. And then Tehachapi Wine and Cattle Company has Guy and Opal playing from 2 to 5 on Saturday. And on Sunday, they will have Mark Anthony Castrion playing from 2 to 5. And they will be serving their bread bowls with clam chowder and chili. And they will have their smoked tri-tip sandwiches, which are very popular. They're very good. And they will also be pairing that with sangria and homemade cookies.
You know, pretty soon with tri-tip sandwiches, we always refer to them as Santa Maria style. They're going to be Tehachapi style.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, and Tehachapi Wine and Cattle Company has a very specific way that they make it, and they, put their own special recipe in there, and they are very good. So, yep, they're getting popular. And then our Dorner Family Vineyard has Steve Hill playing on Saturday from 1 to 5. And on Sunday, Tom Holden will be there from 1 to 5. And they will have their charcuterie sandwiches, the Italian sandwiches or the turkey Havarti sandwiches. And then they also carry 2 different types of beer. And I do want to share, Dorner has a bunch of different events coming up, and this one is probably going to book up very quickly, so I just want to give a shout out before we get into our breweries. They will have a wine blending workshop with Mike Dorner on May 20th, and that'll be from 1 to 3 p.m. This is $90 per person or $85 for wine club members. And you're going to get to learn the art of blending wine. So, sometimes if you have a Cab Franc, it might be a little too strong for most people, and so a lot of times you'll see Cab Franc blended with some other wines, and that creates a beautiful table wine or a whole new experience altogether. And so he is going to teach you how to do that, and you're going to blend your own bottle. You get to take your own bottle home. There'll be charcuterie and all kinds of goodies all throughout that time.
Oh, that'll be fun. It'll be good, too, because they have some of the best red blends that you can get. It's one of my favorites when we go, is they've got the red blend and they've got the red sweet blend. So I always kind of go for the red blend. Yes,
absolutely. So if that piques your interest, go ahead and book now, because I'm hearing that it's booking up very quickly. So you'll go to dornerfamilyvineyard.com/shop. All right, heading over to our breweries. Local Craft Beer has their open mic night tonight with Cub and Gut Pizza serving up pizza. And then on Friday, they have a brand new American folk band called Salt River Cats. They are so new. I have not been able to find any information on them.
All right.
They were kind of on Facebook, but there aren't any pictures or music or anything. So this is like your first chance to see this new band. And Lupita's Tacos will be there as well. And then every Wednesday, Geeks Who Drink at 6:30 with Poke Express normally. Sometimes the caterer changes, but it's always good.
Yeah. And then Tyson, owner of LCB, was going to come in this week to do the podcast with us. We had a scheduling problem on our end, so apologies, Tyson, if you're listening. We're going to get you back in, and we're going to talk about all things with your brewery and your expansion into Lancaster. So we want to get that out there. Our podcast that we did with Westline was very popular. Looking forward to going to the OG of our microbreweries here in Tehachapi. So we'll have Tyson on here in the coming weeks.
Yes, I'm very excited to hear that. Tyson's story is really interesting. And heading over to West Lane, Thursday night, they have Kiki's Tacos, but no paint night tonight. Have to wait till next week. And then Friday, they will have Poke Express. And then Saturday, they have the live punk night. 5 bands: Ill Communication, Moldy Roses, Mindset, Steel Will, Government Surveillance. At 6:30, they are asking for a $10 cover charge for adults and a $5 cover charge for students. And Good Food Gang will be there. So it's going to be an awesome night. Every Wednesday at West Lane, they have their open mic night starting at 5 p.m. And Cub and Gut Pizza is normally there serving up delicious grub. And then on May 2nd at West Lane, they are going to start up their yoga sip and stretch. And this will be with Space Flow Yoga. They're going to do the second Saturday of every month starting in May. This is another one just to put on your calendar. And I know these like beer or wine with yoga is very popular. So I enjoy looking forward to that. It will be at 12:30 to 1:30, $20 for general admission or $16 if you are a Space Flow Yoga member. Heading over to Old West, Thursday night tonight is Frank's birthday. Frank is the owner of Old West Brewing. His story with Old West and how he makes his beer is so interesting. And tonight would be a really great night to go over and wish him happy birthday. There will be Stephen Woods, who is going to be performing. And it'll be a good time to catch up a little bit and, enjoy a little bit of birthday fun. On Friday, they have their open mic at 6 p.m. with Cub and Gut Pizza. And then on Saturday, karaoke starts at 6 p.m. with DJ Tom. And Cub and Gut will be there again.
Very nice.
Yes.
I know there's other things that are going on that are not winery or brewery related. Before we go there, let's talk Discover Tehachapi, your business, and just inform everyone why we talk about our wineries, why we talk about our breweries, and then the business that you and your husband have that also complements what they do.
Thank you. We really appreciate how every winery or vineyard or brewery is so unique and so different up here. And the soil up here, when you're talking about grapes and growing grapes and making wine, the soil up here is very different from other soils that you'll find in other parts of California or United States. And so the wine is very different from other places. And so these wine growers who have planted these grapes, taken good care of them, and then figured out how to make this wine, it's just so special. And same thing with our breweries. We have local hops being grown here. Our brewers are looking for, the perfect ingredients to make this unique beer. And it's something that you're not going to find elsewhere. And we love highlighting that and sharing everyone's story. So with our brewery tours and our winery tours, we really try to educate as well as have fun with everyone. But by the time you're done with a tour, you've learned so much about our wine industry, so much about our breweries, and so much about Tehachapi. What we also really love is that we don't have a cap. You don't have to have 4 people in order to go on a wine tour. We will run with as few as 2 people. And so if you're thinking of doing a tour on your own, just give us a call. And as long as we have one other person going on that day that you want to go on, we will run. And so, you can book 24 hours in advance. And so if it's a last minute thing, you've got friends that came up for the weekend, you want to go do it, hop on our website and book whatever looks good.
All right. And what is your web?
DiscoverTehachapi.com.
Okay. And your social medias?
We're on Instagram and Facebook, and that's at Discover Tehachapi. And our phone number is 661-235-5334.
Very good. Also want to remind folks that we do have another wine tour and shuttle service, and that's Old Vineyard Charm. And you can get more information on what they do and how they're a little bit different at oldvineyardcharm.com. So what's happening here in Tehachapi outside of our breweries and our vineyards?
Yes, well, if you've been listening to Tehachapod, you know that Clue is starting this weekend at the BK Theater with TCTA. And I'm very excited about this. I was a huge Clue player when I was a kid. And while I have not seen the movie, I am so interested in this play, and it sounds amazing. So 14th and 15th, 23rd, 22nd, 28th, 29th at 7:30. Or if you want to do a matinee, the 23rd and 30th at 2 p.m. $20 for non-members, $15 for members, and you can go to tctonstage.com to get those tickets. And I understand sometimes they hold a few tickets.
They do.
But I wouldn't
There's
bet
no
on
guarantee.
that because, there could be other people that get there before you and they grab those
Right.
tickets. So.
There's not a guarantee, but they always try to hold a couple back. So if it says sold out, sometimes they still have them at the box office right before the performance.
Yes, so that's very exciting. And then heading over to our local public library, Saturday from 11 to 1, they have an author reading and book signing with Julie Apathy. She is a local Tehachapi. She's in real estate, but she also does a lot more within our community. And she just published a book called The Do's and Don'ts of Parenting Adult Kids. So come to this reading, learn a little bit more about it, and they are advertising a little free gift as well.
All right.
And then they also have their maker time and family board games happening on Saturday. On the 18th, they have their baby bounce class at 11 a.m. The 19th is Barks and Books at 4 p.m. And then Got Yarn happens at 4 p.m. as well. On the 20th, they have a citizenship prep test at 5 p.m. And on the 21st, you've got preschool story time at 11:30, and then they have a Kern Reads at 5 p.m. And so it's a big push to get our kids back into books.
Right.
And it's a really fun event, and it's very motivational.
Yeah. My wife was reading with our grandson last night, and he was just having a ball, just having a ball. And it was his time with his Nana, and they were just, right into it, reading back and forth. And it was fun to watch.
Yeah, I love that. And, my daughter is all about reading, and the library is one of her favorite places to go every week.
Oh, very cool.
So we have all that happening. And then the Tehachapi Arts Center, formerly the Treasure Trove, has a fabric arts workshop happening on Saturday, and they're working on crochet projects in particular. So that's good. I don't have the time for that. I got that out of the loop. And so if you want to give them a call, they have a few things happening on Saturday. The other thing is a paint night with Edward Vascati, and it's going to be a beautiful wilderness scene of geese on the water. There will be wine and hors d'oeuvres. And so give them a call, 661-822-6794 to get some more information. And then every Wednesday at 3:30, they have a children's art class happening as well. Over at the Stallion Springs Community Center, the Stallion Springs Foundation is hosting a very special event for our Tehachapi High School graduating seniors. And this event is a very special dinner that is going to fundraise for a lot of these graduating seniors and their college education. So giving them a little extra boost. We know how expensive it is getting in there, trying to get your books. It's already pretty chaotic making that transition in your life.
Right.
So this is to help our young high school seniors move into the college world a little bit easier. This is the April 29th from 6 to 10 p.m. This is happening at the Stallion Springs Community Center. There will be dinner, dancing, and a silent auction. They have 50 seats that they need to fill. And so if they can't fill 50 seats, they're going to have to cancel the event. Go ahead, check it out. I will give you a website here that's a little bit long, but go check it out and see if it's something that you're interested in. StallionSprings.recdesk.com/community/home.
Okay. And that's great to support. And, if maybe you can't make it, maybe you make the donation to help them offset one of those tickets. That would be a nice thing to do. Help these graduating seniors in their college dreams just to make it easier. And they reached out to us and asked if we'd help promote it. So I said, yeah, be happy to. So I'd love to see them make their goal of getting 50 tickets for April 29th. That would be great.
Yes, absolutely. And just a reminder, Earth Day is coming up on April 22nd. We will have more events to share next week on that. But I know there's a lot of cleanups and a lot of things being organized around that. Yeah,
we've been waiting for a good weather window to announce. We've got several organizations, the Tehachapi Area Association of Realtors, the Caldwell Banker Best Realty Group, the Mountain Group, I believe it is. And then we've got with Salvation Army, and then there's going to be Love Tehachapi out. And there's just many more. The Girl Scouts, the Rotary Interact, they all want to participate in some kind of a cleanup event. We were going to do one in March, and of course, March was nothing but rain and snow, and we had to postpone that. And we have been holding off on announcing the new date just because of the weather.
Yes.
And as we look out today, there's a real chill in the air. I just don't want to put people out if the ground is a little unstable, unsafe. I want to make sure it's a nice experience for them to be while they're out there volunteering, helping to clean up our community. So it's coming.
Yes.
It may not be on April 22nd, but it will be very soon as we know we've got solid weather window.
And that's fantastic. As long as we do take some time to think about our beautiful surroundings, this beautiful community that we're in, and how we can help keep it clean and keep it beautiful.
Yeah, it's a little bit of our time, and that's all it takes. And I mean, sometimes and here we live where lots of wind. So you open a door and a napkin flies out or a receipt, and you can't help it. You can't chase it because by the time you get out and you look, it's 3, 4, 5 parking stalls, and it's getting airborne and it's a kite.
It's Tehachapi wind.
Right. I mean, and that stuff happens. So this is the chance. If you've ever had that happen, maybe you can come on out and help. Just to recapture one of your old receipts, maybe.
Yeah.
But it is a community effort, and we do have crews here at the city that are out constantly picking up litter, but because of the wind, it's a constant, issue. So it's hard to stay on top of it. So these volunteer groups that go out really make a dent, and we appreciate it so much. So that's, but it will be right around the corner.
Yes. Wonderful.
Yeah. All right, Claire. So we covered it all.
That's everything I have.
Okay. So let's share your contact information if people are interested in booking a tour.
Yes. So you can always give us a call if you go to our website, discovertehachapi.com, and you're not quite seeing what you are looking for, or if you just have any questions in general, give us a call at 661-235-5334. We also post what the breweries and the wineries are doing on our social media, on Instagram and Facebook at Discover Tehachapi. So you can pop on there and see what everybody's doing and plan your weekend. And we're usually around town too, so
right,
flag
perfect.
us down.
And look for the big bus that's got the Discover Tehachapi. What did he call that? Wrapped.
Yes.
It's wrapped with Discover Tehachapi along the sides. And folks, if you've got an event that you'd like to share as we talk about the Stallion Springs event to help raise money for these college-bound seniors from high school, send it to us. And if we can get it on the air in time, we will. media@tehachapicityhall.com. That's the email. Claire, thank you for taking the time and doing all the research.
Thank you.
All right, we'll catch you again soon right here on Tehachapod.
Tehachapod is a conversation about Tehachapi, featuring the community members who make this such a special place to call home. If you have a question or a thought you'd like to share, email media@tehachapicityhall.com. Thank you to Gary Mazzola for sharing his song, This is Tehachapi.